All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Craps with John from Pro Craps. We're here on Casino Gaming TV like we are every morning at 8 o'clock Pacific. Couple things on the table before I get started. I've got a set of chips and lammers and such going out in the mail here. So I got, my mailing stuff set up. If you want one, here they are. They have the skull on the one side, and they've got the 20% get in, get out, get paid with my Rack the Black around the outside. If you want one, let me know. Just drop me an email, john@procraps.net, or I'd rather you go to Discord, frankly, and DM me there at Discord. I want to get the Discord community built up and want to start using Discord more than email for communications. It's just faster, it's easier. Emails get lost in the sea of crap from work. So jump on Discord, will you? Go to casinogaming.tv and just join. It doesn't cost anything. Just get in there and do it. It's an easy way to talk. So with all that said, let's get our morning session in before we start the real talk here. I'm going to run with what I've been doing, which is trying to get this 7 roll. You know me, 7 rolls, 7 rolls, 7 rolls. So let's do 7 rolls today. Not 7 rolls, but let's win with at least getting 7 rolls. So I got 750 out here. We're going to establish a point, take one number, regress down to 160, and try and get some money out of this thing. So let's see if we can do better than yesterday. Yesterday was the big PSO. So hopefully today I can get a better result. Now, in full disclosure, I've been toying around with the toss a little bit. This is interesting. Let me just stop talking for a second. I've been toying with the toss a little bit. There's a 3-1-4 with a 1. As you know, my 1s always seem to show up for me. I've never talked about how I throw the chopper in detail before. And my good friend Ed from Roll to Win and I had a really nice email exchange after being initially heated because of some terms that I used, and George as well. And they both said the same thing, like, you're throwing it way too high, way too hard. I've been throwing it this way for the better part of a year and a half now. I'm used to it, but they've got me thinking about the velocity, angle, and energy of it. So I've been working the last couple of days on lowering the height and lessening my spin just to see if it works. That way, it's going to take a little bit to kind of groove that in, but that might be a way for me to learn how to take this toss and attack different surfaces with it. I don't know. So today I'm going to throw it a little lower, a little slower than I used to do, and see if that gives us any love at all. So here's our point of 4, 750 is active. We need one shot. We're going to YOLO here and see if we can't beat Big Red. We do. We get a 4-2-6. That's fantastic. So we got our 6. That's going to pay 175, and I'm going to pay it in greens and reds. It'll pay 150. And I'll do the reds. 175 is what $150 6 pays. So we're safe. We're guaranteed to be out of this hand with a profit. Not a huge profit, but we're guaranteed $15. I take my 750 back off the felt. I go back out here for 160. 160, like so. $15 back to the rack. I could actually do that. I was playing around with this last night just as a fun exercise. To do this, we can go to 150 across. These pay 29 in that case. You're pulling back a quarter as a guarantee. That's not a terrible thing. You're only missing out on $5 or $10 in action out here. You can still get these to 120 with a $3 investment later on. Let me actually show you that. I'm going to take this as a quarter. We'll leave it as 150 with a quarter and guaranteed profit out of the gate. So we're guaranteed a quarter. We're guaranteed 150 in action. If I can hit a 6 or 8, I'll show you how those presses work in here. But that's good. We actually got our, I'm not sure I had the ATS set up. We got a 4 to start with. We got a 6 in there. We're 2 rolls in. We have guaranteed profit. That's, again, if you can be at least a non-shitty roller and get one shot, you can make money. Let's see if we can make extra money. There's the midnight, which, again, you know me, man. I hate them wasted rolls. If you're playing the ATS, that's good news for you. But if you're trying to get something done, trying to put work in, that's about the worst thing you can pull off right there. Here we go. There's a 3-3 hard 6. So what's going to happen in here, I'll pay this twice. I want you to see what's going to happen. With a $25 6, if you're going to do a full press on the 6, 25 pays $29, okay? You're literally giving back 15 cents in this case. You're shorting yourself by not going 30 for 35, by going 25 for 29. You're shorting yourself like 15 cents on the payment. It's not the end of the world. It's a little bit extra house edge, but so what? If I'm going to full press this, that becomes 29 on top of 25 becomes 54. It becomes a proper bet right out of the gate, which is pretty cool. Maybe you didn't know that. What we're going to do instead, though, is take this out as nickels, and I'm going to make each of these things. We're going to go 25, 35. If I take a nickel out of my rack, I can make them both look like 42 bucks. Okay, so we can take this quarter, we can break it down a little bit. I can power press these guys. Let's go to 5 nickels in there and go to 42 bucks. Okay, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play it at 42 bucks, 25, 35, 40. Sorry, 42. Yep, there we go. All right, that's gonna be the play. We'll put them at $42. Hit one, but again, you could full press it, which you may not have known, to 54. It actually works out math-wise really well. It's easy for the dealers to just stack it right up. Kind of a cool little play that I think a lot of folks have never seen before. There's a 5, 3, 8 easy 8. So again, the 42 is gonna pay 50 for 1. I'm gonna take a nickel out of here, get some pennies. 50 for 1. We're just gonna go to the 5 and 9. We're gonna work our way inside out to get 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna come down, okay? Let's mark up the 8. And play it through. Here we go. There's a hard 8, 4, 4, hard 8, the square pair. Repeater on the 8. Again, that'll pay 50 for 1. I gotta put this back in the bank. 50 for 1. Drop out the 2 quarters. Now we're on the 4 and 10. Okay, one more hit here, and we regress again to 160 and start doing our aggressive pressing. So that's the name of the game here, is to get past the first couple of rolls here and then really get into it. Try and force ourselves to profit. There's another midnight. Wasted roll helps me not. There's a 6-6 midnight in the middle there. Ugh, ugly, ugly, ugly. Here we go. Little bouncy action, but that's a 6-4-10. I'll take that. 6-4-10. Oh, that rolled on me. I hit with the stick. That rolled. That was a 6-4. That was a 10. That's going to pay 100 for 2 in vig. And we can regress everything back. And I'll stay at 160. I'll leave the reds out there that we didn't have the last time. We'll go to 160. And what does it look like coming back to the rack after that little bit? There's 4 greens. I'll turn those into a black chip for us. I've got 4 reds there. If I pull a red out of my rack, I can make that look like a quarter just to kind of keep things nice and colorful. There's 125, 129 plus 11 bucks from earlier. Not bad, right? We'll take that guaranteed profit out of the shooter. I'm gonna move the reds and whites over here in case I need them for VIGs later, but we really looking at our 750 we started with and 225 as a go. I'm loving that. I'm loving where we are right now. This strategy worked out good this morning. Let's keep playing it out though, right? Let's see if we can't turn what we have left out there into something nice, right? Let's go ahead and get the the white, red to go. See if we can't make any actual money here. The way I look at it though, I'm already at goal. I'm already at my $225 is at goal. So if I lose everything, I do not care now. Here we go. That's a 5 getting marked up. 5 pays 35. In the white, red, we're gonna press it, collect it. There's our first press on the 5. Let's get it. Come on. Oh, that was an ugly throw. 5-1-6, it worked out, but they were sideways in the air. 5-1-6, we've already got it marked. That's gonna pay 35 bucks. And again, to pay these things on a full press, the way we do it, we take the cap off and the payment goes right on top. It's a proper bet. 5 bucks comes back to you. Been watching more of Casino Quest's dealing shortcut videos. I'm picking some of this stuff up and I'm getting a little quicker as we go here on the deal. There's a 3-2-5. 60 pays 85. It pays 84 bucks. We're gonna pay 85 for $1. So 85 for 1. That gets pressed up. We'll take all the greens here. Makes it 125 on the 5. It's where I want it. That 5 is now ready to be collected on. We'll take 20 bucks back to the rack. 5 is ready. 5 is in collect mode. Press. Now we're going to collect on it. And I marked it, right? Here we go. There's the 7 out. So we didn't get anything big to collect here. We didn't get enough in the white, red, but we did lock in 250 or 225. There's 250, 264. 264 locked in. Not a bad little run. Happy with that. Good job out of the gate this morning. Better than yesterday for sure. Let's clean all this mess up, and we'll get back to talking to y'all about craps and stuff. We'll leave the 7 showing on the table. Leave it up there because today we're going to talk about dark side play. So, all right. All that said, let's go and say good morning. Hi. Hello, everybody. So I got a lot of, wow, look at all, SJ's in first today, it looks like. And we've got Texas Dicer here. Good morning to everybody. Degenerate number 2 out of the gate. Good morning. Good morning. Who else is here? Dice Degen came in early today. Love seeing that. Midmo Yo. I talked to Shiro on the phone last night. We had a great conversation. A little clarification on some of the here's the deal stuff and talking about channel building and that kind of thing. It was super fun. I love getting a chance to talk to people. I wish I didn't have a job. If I didn't have a job, I would literally go to my Discord and go in the voice channel and just sit there all day long and let y'all just come in. We could just talk craps all day long. Unfortunately, I got to get paid to pay the bills, but I would love to just sit here and just bullshit with you guys all day long. It'd be so much fun. Let's see. Louis is teaching his Louis, you have grandkids? You look like you're too young for grandkids. He's teaching his 2-year-old granddaughter how to throw the dice. That's great. Rhythm. Teach her to be nice and easy and soft, baby. Yeah, so a lot of other familiar faces here in the house this morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's chat a little bit. Let's go and go for our announcements here. Friday night fights, as you know, coming up. Slam Bright versus Big AZ. That's going to be a big one. That's going to be a big thing. I'm hoping that those two drum up all the Blue Wrench crew folks to come on over and play with us or come watch. It's going to be a fun night. Lauren is great. Big AZ is so much fun. He's such a humble dude. If you've ever talked to him, he's so humble, but he's so smart, and he's just got a great feel for the game. He's fun to watch. Slam Bright was great. I've never actually talked to him before. I've watched him play on Big AZ shows. I've never actually talked to him in person. That was the first time I'd met him, actually, was that night. So that was way fun, super cool. So I'm looking forward to Friday night fights. I'm working on the roll tracker. So as you know, I've had a couple of problems the last, 4 or 5 times. It seems like somebody comes in and kind of wipes out the roll tracker for me. That could be 2 reasons why. Okay, one is this. When they go to the roll tracker website, you do account equals ProCraps or account equals John. And if you just copy my link and use it, you're getting my rolls and you can overwrite me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the Discord login in front of it. So just like we do for the Casino Gaming TV website, I'm gonna make you log in to use the roll tracker. Once you log in, the roll tracker that you get will be your personal one. For guaranteed your personal one. You can't overwrite each other with it. It's gonna make it harder for us to do the Friday night fights a little bit, but I think it's gonna stop the randomly getting deleted stuff. I'm also using, by the way, for those of you who know, I'm using a Redis database there. So it's not a persistent store, it's an in-memory store. There's a possibility that the Redis database is being wiped in midstream. I'm gonna check on that too as a possibility, but most likely it's just, we're all using the same link, so that's that. If you haven't watched it yet, Midmo Yo has a short out where he gives his casino report. Horseman ridden to victory. Good job, dude. Glad that worked out for you. I like when people win. I like when they try my stuff and it actually works to prove that I'm not full of crap. And I'm glad that it worked out for you. It doesn't work every time, but it worked for you that day, and that's great. Chris at Sideshow Gamble's doing a thing just like we're doing here. It's like a 3-hit and out type of strategy. I'm doing like 5 hits and out. I'm taking it to an extra level there. Higher risk on roll 1 for me than Chris has. But from that point on, I'm pressing safely. Chris has to work a little bit with risk early on. Good show. He does a really good job of explaining what he's doing, how he's doing it, his throws, all that stuff. It's actually pretty cool. So I think get on that one if you can. I'm working with some folks. I'm working with Garrison, with VDC, with Feldman, with Tony Leo. I'm going to try and get some guys on here as a guest once or twice. I'm not sure when I'm going to get them on here. It's a lot of people have jobs and it's hard to schedule folks, but I'd like to sort of smooth it out and get some other voices besides just me. And I know that there's that's what I'm looking for. There's animosity is the wrong word, but there's a lot of y'all, don't believe in what Golden Touch preaches. A lot of y'all don't believe in the VDC way or the Tony Leo way, or a lot of y'all don't like Garrison, whatever. My job here is not to pick favorites, winners, or losers. My job here is to sort of give you information, let you kind of run with the information you get. So I'm going to bring them on. I've got a subscriber who's in my list of people to call to get him on the channel as well. If you want to be on and share your strategy, your theories, call me names, whatever you want to do. I don't care. Waylon, come on on, and we'll have you on the show whenever you want to. I definitely want you all to be a part of things. So there it is. Let's see. Oh, good. I'm looking at the chat here, by the way. I'm looking at you guys talking about how to find people. Best way, go to one channel, go over to the channel section, see who they recommend or subscribe to. That's a great way to find other people. I do that all the time because the thing is YouTube's algorithm kind of sucks. It doesn't kind of suck. It's good algorithm. It puts us in front of you the right way, but you can get buried. I found that I don't always see, for example, Buckeye, right? Good friend of mine. I love Buckeye Slim. He's got a channel. He's got putting videos out. I don't always see them. I don't always see Buckeye's videos in my list of shit. I got to go find him, look at his video page, and find the new stuff. It's hard to find stuff on YouTube, I think. It's hard to find. If they don't put it in front of you because of the way their algorithm works. And again, the algorithm is about getting you the videos they think you want to watch so they can put ads in them. That's the whole point. I've been having to go hunt people down recently. I don't know why that is. So it's very, very, it's tough. So anyway, there's that. Craps Chat reminder, this coming Sunday, July 16th is Craps Chat, 6:30 Pacific. Cannot wait. Always love the Craps Chat. It's the highlight of my month when that thing is on. I wish we could do it every week. I really do. I think there's a market for it, Jeff. There's a weekly market for it. All right. No. I don't think you're calling me names. I'm just saying I want you on the show. I want you on the show. Maybe I said that wrong, Waylon. I love you because you're so opinionated. You're great. I would love to have Waylon on the show with me. I think Waylon and I would have a fun time because we do play differently, right? Waylon plays bankroll style. I play more Oh God style, right? We'd have a fun chat, I think, he and I. I would love to have you on whenever you want. You're always, and Vince, Duracell, Sebastian, you guys are all welcome. You're all welcome. Get on my show whenever you want to. We're here to entertain, right? We're here to entertain. All right, with that said, let's entertain you with some dark side stuff. Now, Vince, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get mad at you a little bit. Not mad at you. I'm gonna give you some shit here. We're gonna talk about dark side play. Now, Vince put a video out, I want to say early last week, I forget what it was. Why you should never play the don't pass. Okay. Now, I say don't pass in air quotes here. This is important. Okay. Vince says don't play the don't pass. And here's his major reasons for it. He's done a few videos where he's re-mentioned the same things. Okay. One, you're immediately biased. Okay. I actually did a lecture in my class yesterday at school about bias and racism and all this kind of stuff. And we talked deeply about it. And a bias, one of the kinds of biases that you get is this sort of, you walk up, you see somebody, you put them in a bucket, right? I look at somebody, notice the color of their skin, how tall they are, how old they are, whatever, and I put them into some silo, right? I've made a decision about you. That's bias. Can't help that. People do it all the time. When you drop money on the don't pass, you are implicitly biasing everybody on the table. They all look at you and go, oh, there's a dark side guy. They don't know you if you're nice. They don't know how great of a guy I am. They don't know anything about me. I'm just the asshole that's betting against them, right? It puts that negative cloud on you. I'm not making any new friends. Everybody thinks I'm rooting against the shooter. The shooter himself thinks I'm rooting against them. A lot of dark side players are dicks and they, say dumb things and it doesn't help the perception. Those are all reasons not to play, right? That vibe cloud, the dark cloud, the negativity, all that stuff is reasons not to play the don't pass. That's in Vince's mind. That's the reason not to play. Okay. There are two tactical reasons that he gives. Okay. One of them is most shooters want the come out 7, which is your biggest enemy. That's true. And The DC, he says, gives you you can say no action and then try new DC if you don't like your number. Okay, you can do it on the don't pass too. You can say no action. You can pull your don't pass bet down. You still have that option, Vince, and just go through the DC as your second play. That's not a don't pass, don't come thing. You can always say no action on your don't pass or your don't come. You can always get a second bet in. It just, you got to use the other tool to get there. The thing is, with Vince's mentality here, not one of these things is financial, right? It's all dark cloud vibe, reasons not to get your ass kicked, right? So, and by the way, if somebody wants to kick your ass because you're betting the dark side, that person deserves the ass kicking, right? Be ready for that. Like that, if somebody's going to be take it to that extreme, they have the issue and they probably deserve what you're going to give them. Not that I'm condoning violence, but anyway, these are all non-financial reasons. Really, they're all vibe reasons. They're all vibe, tone, tenor reasons not to play the don't pass. There's no financial reason here given by Vince to not play it. I think it's a great bet. I make a lot of money with it. There are strategic downsides though to the don't pass, and we've talked about this. The multiple come out losers will get you, right? Not just the come out seven, right? Come out sevens will take you. It's fine. It's a risk that you have. On the don't pass versus the don't come, you can get beat by 4, 5, 7s in a row. And you've watched me. Duracell has called me out and said, I've never seen anybody throw 3 7s in a row on the come out more than you, which is true. I do that all the time, right? That's the bane of the don't pass, is you can get whacked 7, 7, 7, 7, and you're burn $100 in like 2 seconds. That happens to you. That can't happen in the don't come. The don't come, if somebody rolls 4 11s in a row, you're going to get screwed in the don't come, but they can't roll more than 1 7 back to back and take your money in the don't come. That's a big time advantage. It's a big financial advantage to do that. There's no hot shooters for you on the dark side, right? On the dark side, on the light side rather, somebody goes off on a 20 or 30 roll, you're pressing, you're collecting, you're having all these things you can do with your bets, right? You have all this flexibility. I can pull things down, I can spread things out, I can go up, I can go down, I can pull it all back, I can raise it all up, I can do all the work with my bets. The don't pass, the don't come, you got your bet and it's just going to sit there and that's it. You have no flexibility. There's no hot shooter for you. The hot shooter is a shitty table for the don't come guy or the don't pass guy. Everybody's shooting 7s, you're in trouble, right? Or they're in trouble, they're leaving, and there's no good shooter, right, in your world as the dark side guy. You're hoping for the worst all the time. Now the don't come changes that a little bit. Okay, the don't come, what you can see if you go through the don't come, and I'll show you here in a minute, is you can establish a don't come number. The person can make their point, come back out with a come out 7, you win on your don't come number, and you're still playing with everybody, right? You can actually engage in a longer roll from the don't come than you can from the don't pass. It's interesting. So those are some of the strategic downsides. You also can't pick your number, obviously, unless you're going to lay and pay the vig. You can't pick your spot. You can't just place the 7 for even money like you would with other numbers. You're going to have to go through, let the dice decide for you. And again, a little bit of a disadvantage there. Just kind of know that coming into it, right? The dark side has one upside though, right? The upside of the dark side is that guy right there, the number 7. 7's easy to roll, right? We roll a ton of 7s. I've seen a ton of 7s. You've seen a ton of 7s. That's your best friend on the dark side. You have this upside of the freaking hammer. Or as Greg from 555 calls it, the Andre. The Andre the Giant is here. He's your buddy on the dark side. It's coming, okay? You can go to a table, and I can guarantee you, there will be times where you don't, and I've done this, you've seen me do it. 6 months ago, I ran a strategy called the Buttercup, where I was gonna only collect on the 6 or the 8, and I ran 30 rolls and never saw a 6 or an 8. Any number on the table can get cold, you won't see it. I guarantee you, everybody's rolling a 7. Everybody watching me at the tables, whatever, rolls that 7, you're going to 7 out. You're going to go bye-bye. At some point, you're going to win. You're never going to get skunked on the don't pass or the don't come. It just won't happen. You will not get skunked because the 7 will come eventually and pay you. When it comes, right, we don't know, but you know it's coming. That's the big upside for you, okay? Look at don't pass versus don't come. The don't pass obviously works around the main point. The principal point that got set. It's easy to work around that, but you do get hammered on these. That's the wrong heading. You get hammered on the come out 7s, not the PSO. I should say come out 7. The come out 7s will whack you. Okay. On the don't come, you don't have the multiple 7s to worry about. okay? You could be working for the come out 7 from the don't come, and you can have multiple bets going on a roll, okay? They're easy to protect on the way out. For the most part, they're pretty easy. So there's advantages, I think, fiscally or strategically with both don't pass, don't come. And I want to do a little rollout here and actually play them both out, okay? I want to play them both out and let you take a look at them in rhythm. And it's not a this versus that thing. It's a this and that. And let's just get an idea of like what the win conditions are, and we'll talk through it as we go to the table. So before I do that, Sebastian has a great point here. Too many come out naturals, not the right conditions for a dark side guide. That's 100% true if you're don't passing it. If you're don't coming it, the come out naturals can be your best friend. And I'm going to show you, hopefully we get into a situation where that arises today, and we'll take a look as we go. So let's head to the table here. I think this is the right one. And let me roll it out for you. In the rack there, as you can see, I've got 2 bankrolls that are the same. I believe they're both 750. Let me walk back here. I got my coffee cup with me. They should both be 750. I've got 400 in black in the back here. No, maybe they're 400 in black, 100 in green, 150 in green. So that's at 550, 600 bucks, 25, 50 in red. So 600 bucks in each rack. I'm going to play them very simply. I'm going to do straight up flat betting for a minute. We're just going to flat bet both of these things. I'm not going to take any odds. I'm not going to do any parlaying. We're just going to go flat bet don't. Only because I want to get a sense of rhythm. We can talk about options and things that I might want to do as I'm playing this out, but I really want to flat bet this for you today and just get you rhythm on each side of this thing. We'll sit here, I'll randomly roll it out, and that's it. So guy in the front's going to play the don't pass, guy in the back is going to play the don't come, and that's it. Is it easier if I put these chips on the other side? Is that easier to see? I think that might be, yeah, I'll put them over here. That's probably easier to see. It's the backwards for me to play, but I think it's better for you all to see. I will mark the ATS, by the way, as I'm going to throw this thing randomly. Let's see if Randy can grab us an ATS here. So with that said, let's come out for our first point. Again, player in the front, we'll play at $25 level, quarter on the don't, no protection. Okay, matter of fact, this player doesn't even need his red chips. We're not going to do any odds. I'm going to actually get him all green, so it's just easier to deal with. The guy in the back, probably the same thing. We're going to flat bet him first. I should have done this earlier. We'll just give them both all greens. It'll be easier for us to manage that way. All right, there we go. Don't come guy's going to wait for a point. Here we go. Dice are out. It's going to be a 617. So the come out natural burns our don't pass guy right out of the gate. That'll happen. 617. What is Sideshow calling this? The big Debbie or something? The Fat Debbie or whatever? I got to start getting used to the new dice calls here. Ah, man, that Hawaiian darker than dark coffee is where it's at. All right, back out we go. Another one here. Excuse me. There's a midnight 6-6 midnight train. Doesn't help anybody. And Greg used to always say, and I agree with this, Greg would always say the midnight sucks. Even though it's barred, it's a wasted roll, and you got to beat the 7 again. It puts you in a spot to beat the 7 again. You did work not to see a 7. The 12 comes, and you're in this really horrible spot where you got to just do it again. 415 is going to be our point. Now, at this point, the 7 is this guy's friend. The don't come guy is going to come, and the don't come, his enemy is the 7. Right now. So right now they're diametrically opposed, right? He beat the 7, lost once and beat it once. This guy here has to beat the 0.7 out. We know new shooters, 0.7 out is 20% of the time that happens. So he's got, this is his downside. Now, according to Vince, the vibe of the table is everybody hates this guy because he's rooting against everybody. Nobody knows about this guy. The don't come guy is quietly playing the dark side from behind the numbers. Nobody gives a crap. Nobody knows he's playing the dark side. He's not calling himself out. The vibe is different for these two players. And I think it's an important point. Like I said, it doesn't make any difference money-wise, but it's an interesting vibe conversation. So here we go. Let's get hopefully a DC point established right here. And we do. That DC is going to move into the 4. Okay. Now we're playing. It's a 2-2 hard 4. And I didn't mark the numbers. The numbers marked should be 12, 4, and 5 for the ATS following that come out 7. Now we're both on the same side of it. We're both wanting that 7 right now. So both players at this point are easy, or even rather. This guy just delayed himself in a roll. He delayed one roll, get a point, now I'll do it, okay? Playing the dark side from behind the bushes, so to speak. Here we go. Roll 3. There's going to be Lil Debbie. I don't know, what do you call the 5-2? What do you call the 5-2? Leandra or something? Who knows? 5-2-7. Both players win. Booyah, right? Everybody says, screw you to you. This guy here, because he was betting against him. This guy back here, nobody pays attention to him, and he's actually up a quarter, okay? The ATS shit goes away. I'll put their profits on the left side of the rack if we get them. And that's it. That's round 1. Round 1 is essentially the DC guy's up by 1 because he bypassed that nasty come out natural. Here we go. Shooter number 2. 6-3, 6-3-9. 6-3-9. Here's our point. 7 is his friend. 7, our enemy over here. Did I mark the 9? I did. 5-2-7. So here are the roles reverse. Here are the roles reverse. Our don't come guy gets beat. The don't pass guy takes a quarter. Now they're tied. Okay. Effectively. Well, actually, this guy here is he's got a quarter. This guy's now even. So flip-flopping. Who's ahead? Who's behind? There's the 5-2-7. All right. Come out again. Don't pass. 4-1-5 is the point. I want to get to the point where we have the come out 7 work in here. Hopefully we can get some of those situations happening. There's the don't come. 4-1-5. Let's mark it up. There's your ATS. Hit the point. All right, so 4 and 5. We have a repeater on the point, a 4 and a 1. Which means our don't pass loses. It goes away. Everybody cheers because that guy's a jerk. This don't come. Moves behind the 5. The puck comes off. Our don't pass player comes back out to the don't pass line. Now, here's that situation where we're still in the 5, where we have this interesting, if you're on the don't come side of things, right? You're still wanting to see a 7. Now you're with everybody. All the rest of the table who's over here, they're all on the pass line, right? They're all on the pass line, and you're with them. You're like, hell yeah, let's get a come out 7. We're all on the same team now. We all want that 7. The don't come has this great advantage where you get the come out 7 working for you versus this guy that has to fight it, okay? And he may have to fight it multiple times. You, on the 7, you get paid and you wait. This guy on the 7 gets beat, gets beat, gets beat. So let's see what happens. Let's see if we can't make a come out 7 arise out of the ashes here and help us out. What do we get? Well, we get a 5. That's the worst case of all, right? Is that 3, 4 ones in a row, by the way? I think it is. So the new point's going to be a 5. The don't come guy ends up losing a quarter, which is, crappy. Not what we hope to see, but again, from a rhythm standpoint, it's interesting. Now the 7's working for this man and working against this man. So from a vibe standpoint, from a rhythm standpoint, we're opposed here for 1 roll. Let's see if we can't get something besides a 4-1. There's a 9. There's a 9, 6, 3, 9. Now, question for the group. I'll ask you to talk about this in chat. We're going to go to the 9 here. Talk about it in chat if you would. I just rolled 3 consecutive 4-1-5s. Okay, I'm literally picking them up and winging them. Right. I'm not throwing them hard. I'm not doing the Greg where I wing them as hard as I can. I'm just tossing them down there. Essentially, I'm not changing anything. My dice set is how they came, right? I had a 4 and a 1 like that, and I just picked them up and just kind of tossed them into the back wall. And I'm not going to use that roll, by the way. And they became 4-1-5s 3 times in a row because I picked them up and just tossed them. Is that showing that a light toss with some set is de-randomizing the dice? I don't know. Food for thought. Let me know what you think. Here we go. We're on a point of 5. The DC point is 9. Both guys want the 7. We get a 9. The don't come guy is having a rough afternoon. There's a 5 and a 4. This guy here has lost like 4 bets in a row. He's just getting creamed. Now, the question we have for you is this. Do we come back out? The 5 and the 9. Do we come back out? Does the don't come guy come back out right? The shooter beat him twice. We beat him on the 5. We beat him on the 9. I see that James Newberry here is in the chat. James's rule is no. You get beat twice by a shooter, you got to be done, right? You can't let this keep dwindling down to nothing, right? When a shooter keeps whacking you like that. So for the purposes of the video, I'm going to go back out. We're going to play the rhythm that we have. We're going to keep on rolling through it, okay? In real live action, in an actual strategy of a don't come strategy, I probably wouldn't go back out here. This is the time to not go back out. But I'm going to do it so we can see the rhythm and encounter situations where both players are kind of opposed, all right? So let's just let it come. Here we go. 516, the mixer, 516. So now we're here against the 6. So this guy here is like, he's against every number. He's like, you know, it takes him, he's got a lot of stress in his life. The pass line guy down here is just waiting it out, man. He had a fight one time. He threw one punch, or one punch got thrown at him. He matrixed it and they missed him. He's waiting. This guy here is like work, work, work every single time. All right, let's get out. There's a 6, 3, 9. We're rolling some 9s here. Boy, I'll tell you what, I roll some 9s in the mornings. 6, 3, 9. Let's get that. It's already in there. There's a 4, 2, 6. And my God, this poor guy, 4, 2, 6. This poor guy right here is just he's just feeding the casino all his chips. Here we go again. Still on a point of 5, still coming through the don't. He's gotten beat like 4 times, 5 times in a row. Ugly, ugly sauce back there today. There's the 4, 1, 5. So here, that's our point being made. Don't pass loses. Don't come travels behind the 5. Don't pass guy will go back out again. Now here we are. The 7 is the thing, right? The come out 7's good for one, bad for the other. I like this situation for the don't come guy. I like being in a spot on the don't come where the come out 7's my friend. We see so many of those things. I like this part of it. Feeding the beast like I've been doing here, feeding that don't come 4 times, probably a mistake. Probably a mistake, but I think it's important to see how that works out. So here we go. There's a, oh my God, are you freaking kidding me? I am the sniper today, 3, 2, 5. Points 5, we're off. Wow, that is ridiculous. So this guy here has lost a bunch of money. We're coming through don't one more time. We're gonna keep cycling. One don't come coming through. I can't believe I've sniped myself on every single shot all day. Midnight, doesn't matter. Wow, that's pretty funny there. We'll mark it up though. There's a 9, 5 and a 4. That's the 9. We're gonna be behind the 9. And boy, oh boy, I've been rolling a lot of 9s. I'm worried about this from the don't come guy. I haven't paid this guy except for the first roll all day. There's a yo 11, yo yo, mid-mo yo, 6, 5 yo. Let's mark that up, and we're quietly marching towards a little bit of a tall action here, maybe. We'll see. Can Randy get a tall? There's a back-to-back. That was a yo, not a 10. I rolled the dice. That was a yo, 6, 5. Back-to-back yos. There's a 5, 1, 6, the mixer. Nothing happens. 5 and a 3, that's an 8. Again, nothing happens. A 5 and a 3, but again, we're marching towards a tall over here, which is kind of fun. Another one, look at that. Mid-mo yo shows up again. 6, 5, yo again. Wow, that's 3 yos in the last 5 shots. Crazy town. Absolutely crazy. There's a 1, 2, 3. Ace Freely coming to play some guitar for us. A 2, 1, 3. Ace Freely. There we go. And 5. Oh my God. 5, 4, 9. This poor son of a bitch back here is just getting his butt kicked. Butt kicking. He's going to come back out again. You know what? It's funny. Excuse me. We're making no decision. I'm just running the bankroll. We're making no decisions. We're just going to come every single time and see what happens. Waylon, if he's playing this, is probably laddering this up on all those losses. If we're laddering up, this guy's probably about $200 now. Okay, that's a huge ladder. He's probably out of money. James Newberry would tell you after the second one, you got to stop. This guy's killing you right now. You should stop playing it. I'm trying to show you the rhythm of these two things, and we'll see what happens. But this is not a dark side friendly table this morning. That was a 5 and a 4. That's our new point. There's a 617. Okay, so 617. Actually, it was not a new point. Why is the roll tracker showing that 9 as a green? Did I screw up? I did screw up before. That was actually the point. How did I get that wrong? I thought the point was 5. I screwed this up. Shit. Sorry, guys. I screwed it up. I think my roll tracker is wrong and my puck is right. Okay, so this is going to be a 7 loser here and a 7 winner here. The puck is going to be off. This will make the roll. I think I forgot to put a roll in. I'm sorry about that. 617. It makes it red. So let's pull this back in. That does clear out the ATS. We never got our 10. Bummer. And we'll reset everything. The roll tracker thinks we're on a come out roll, which is fine. Let's put this down here. I must have missed one. I'm really sorry about that. Right now, the score is a lot to a little. It's basically even. Starting bankroll is $600. He's back to even. This guy here is down $150, which shows you how much he's getting whacked back here. That could change. That rhythm could change. Here we go, coming out. 639. Boy, the number of 9s today. Can you see that in the chart, by the way? I think I'm not showing you the same chart that I'm seeing, but I'll switch screens later and show you the chart of rolls that shows you how many of a given number I'm rolling. The 9 is crazy town right now. Here we go, coming out. Again, the 7 right here, DC, hates the 7 right now. The don't pass loves the 7 right now. Let's avoid it for one roll. And of course we don't, right? We don't get it. There's a 0.7 out, everybody's favorite. It's a 4 and a 3. PSO, pay the don't, take the DC. Again, this guy's just grinding out a win. Even in his bankroll, he's got $25 in profit. That's in action for him. Puck is going to be off. This guy over here just getting torched, unfortunately. Everybody hates him, but he's standing firm. He's actually got some profit showing up, okay? That last shooter, everybody made money on that one nice roll that we had. And here's what happens at a table. You know this, right? We had a shooter that rolled like 20 numbers. Everybody's pressing and collecting and, doing great. He 7's out. Everybody claps. Nice job, shooter. Nice job. Great work, right? Next guy comes up, sets a point of 8 or whatever we set, the 9. Everybody goes out. 220 inside, 320 across, 110 inside, right? Boom, 0.7 out. That's how craps works. You know what you've been at that table. All right, point's going to be a 5, a 415. There we go. Let's make sure we put it in. 415. Let's come to the don't. Come one more time. Boy, oh boy. A 549. I don't like my chances against the 9 today. I'll tell you what, I do not like my chances at all. But now we're both playing for the 7. We're both on the same team for a couple of rolls here, which is good. There's James Newberry, I'm so sorry. I am beating the crap out of you right now on this don't come. That's insanity. There's another 9. I've hit like a 59s today. 6 and a 3. That was my don't point getting beat. He's dipping into his black chips. Hasn't seen one come out horn number for himself. Hasn't seen but one payment on the don't come. Not one, only the first shooter. And he's been on this 9 100 times. I'm telling you what, if I'm playing the table, I'm absolutely hopping 9s right now. I'm hopping 9s for sure. Here we go. Coming out to a 5. Okay, so here's the interesting case. Okay, we lose our don't because that was the point. Okay, 5 gets hit. The don't come moves to the 5. The don't pass player goes back out, and now come out 7, working for him, working against him. This is the one time, couple times here where they're opposed to one another. They're both playing the dark side, but here's a case where they're against one another on the come out rolls is when this happens to them. And they both have their own come out rolls. There's going to be a 3-1-4. 3-1-4 is going to be our new point. So he survives it and gets a great number. He just waits it out on the 5. So we're going to get a 3-1-4 as our point. That's our new point. Now just play it out. They both want big red here. Instead, I snipe the don't pass with a 2-2-4. I've been doing so much right side play recently. Maybe the dice know what I'm going for. We snipe ourselves off the don't pass. We're going to come back out with a new don't pass bet. And again, 7 working for me, 7 working against me. Let's get a new point. It's going to be a 5. And boy, oh boy, am I able to snipe what I'm doing here or what? 5 takes me down here. We're going to come through one more time. Unbelievable. Unbelievable how many times I've sniped myself today. I can't believe the heat-seeking missile that these dice are today for these don't pass. But maybe what I should do is pretend like the dice fall off the table, and let's go to my green dice from the D that are the worst dice I own. These things suck. These things are loaded with nothing but 7s. Let's see if we can't get out of here and then start doing some work, shall we? Oh my God. Wow. Right out of the gate, 3-2-5. Look at that. A 3-2-5. So we actually sniped this guy. Not a good dark side day. Slide in behind the 5. Puck's going to be off. Come to our don't. Not a good dark side day. All right. That's that's awesome. It goes to the 9. 5 and a 4. 9's going to be our new point. Funny. Look at the roll tracker. Look at how often we go from we hit a point of 9 and 7 out. We had the PSO. Then it goes 5, 9, 9, 5. So hit the point quickly. Set a point of 4, hit a point of 4. Set a point of 5, hit a point of 5. It's like bang, bang, bang. There's zero like length to the rolls in terms of like giving you a chance to press up in here. And these guys are just getting whacked. Insanity today. Fun. Luckily it ain't real money. There's a hard 4. There's a hard 4. I'd have been out of here. Dark side player. This is not the table for you. Hard 4. The 2-2. Mike from On Point Craps. Hard 4. Doesn't matter to anybody. I probably should. I think the roll tracker I have not been, or the ATS I've been kind of ignoring. So let me get it set. 5, 9, 4. That's all we've had. A bunch of 5s, a bunch of 9s, and this last 4 here. So the ATS is looking grim. Here we go. There's a hard 6. It's a hard 4 followed by a hard 6 if you care about such things. There's a little bit of back-to-back hard way action right there, so that's kind of interesting. Big red, finally, Big Debbie comes out, 6-1, and we both get, this is the first time I've paid this guy since the first roll of the game, and they both get a quarter back to their rack. We can reset the ATS, and thank God we saw a win for the DC guy. I was feeling so bad for my friend back here. It's awful. And his chip comes back too. So now we're back on the don't. Let's get a new point. The racks are looking pretty ugly. This guy's actually down a full 100 and 200 bucks. He's never going to recover from that. Point's going to be a 5, a 3-2-5. The 5s and 9s today. Whew. If I was a betting man, I'd be betting the 5 and the 9. I can tell you that. If I was a betting man, because look at that. There's another one, a 6-3-9. 6-3-9. Oh, sorry. The don't come guy would have been in the don't come and goes to the 9, which I would wish I wouldn't have done. But yeah, the 5s and 9s today are carrying the water for the table. You could almost be at table max on some of these damn things. It's crazy. I can't believe how many 5s and 9s I'm in. Fat Debbie. Fat Debbie, is that what it is, Sideshow? What's the 5-2? I just rolled a 5-2. What are you guys calling 5-2 now? The 5-2 has got something to be called. Now they both win. This is great. Finally beat first time I beat the 9, right? They both win. One to the front. The back row guy gets a chip, and look at that. He's going to almost be okay. Puck is going to be off. What time we got here? Can I play a little longer or not? 8:54. We'll go for another 4 or 5 minutes, and then we'll call it here. Here we go. Coming out. Maybe this will be our last shooter. We'll see. Coming out to a yo. The yo-yo. Here's going to be the situation where this guy hates life. Everybody's cheering. That guy's pissed, right? There's a come out natural. That hurts him. There's a second one. So again, here's the reason I don't like the don't pass versus the don't come. This is the situation you can get into where you have the mid-mo yo followed by the Fat Debbie, and now you're just wasting money. You're losing twice in a row down here, right? Are we going to be on a bad run where it's going to be 3 in a row? I don't know. There's a 4-1-5. 4-1-5. So we survived 2 losses down there. The don't come guys like silently going, see, sucker. Like now it's my turn. So there's a 4-1-5. Again, the come out roll for this guy is when he hates the 7. He needs a 7. Let's avoid the PSO so both players can be in a spot to win a little bit. And we get a 6-3-9, a 6 and a 3. So my don't come will move behind the 9, and now we're both on the same team again. Both of us can give ourselves that knowing glance and say, hey, it's time for our friend to show up. 6, 2, 8. Oh, I forgot to mark the ATS. We had a point of 5, a 9, and now an 8 on the ATS. Sorry about that, not keeping track of that. When I'm not on the right side, I tend to forget about it. And I'm not betting it, I'm just showing you if we can hit it or not. There's a 5, 4. You guessed it, 9. 5, 4, 9. Unbelievable how bad this guy's getting whacked. Wow. My instinct is to go on tilt. I'll tell you what, if we were laddering, we'd be out of money. That he got beat so many damn times, we would be totally out of money. But we're going to try it one more time. And there she is. Of course. Here's another thing with the don't come, or the don't come, is mid-roll like this. The mid-roll 7 is going to get you sometimes. And here it is. So he loses. He takes his quarter essentially, right? So both guys playing the dark side. The rhythm is so different on these two ways of playing. It's such a different rhythm, right? Down here, you're scared to death of that come out natural, right? And if you look at the rack, he started with 600. He's got 575. Even getting, the back-to-backs down here and a couple of losses in a row, he's still just a quarter down. This guy here with this waiting a roll rhythm has gotten destroyed. He's got $375 out of 600 that he's lost half his money. 375 out of 600, right? The rhythm of this today, not a great rhythm. Sometimes this rhythm is great, right? Sometimes it's great. Today, not so much. Let's take one more. Let's go on tilt. Let's go for $100 down here. Let's go for $100. Actually, we're going to go to 300 back here. We're just going to take a shot at it. We're going to go 300 on the don't come on our next roll here. And we're just going to go on full tilt because I'm mad at this table. I'm mad at the table. There's a 538. 538. These guys last his $100. This guy here is going to go all in basically for $300. Try and lock up a little bit of profit here. Right? If I win back there, we'll be at 675 and I'll have a profit. That's the goal. Here we go. Coming out to a 426. Okay, so we have one guy playing against the 8, one guy playing against the 6. Both guys are pissed, looking for the cocktail waitress and hope she comes back before they lose their money. That's what's happening. Now I'm hoping I get my drink before it's time to leave. Like now I'm praying against humanity here that I get a drink in my hand before I lose my bets. There's the 8. That'll be your point. So the guy on the don't pass gets beat by the right side, Andre. Maybe this is like, I don't know, Ivan Putski here, the 8. He gets beat by him. He's done, right? He's actually got $475. He takes a loss for the day. This guy's still playing for the come out. He's still playing for, give me something here. Give me something. 415 is the new point. He's waiting out the big red or number 7. 415, let's go. Can the don't come guy go on tilt and win? No, he cannot. No, he cannot. John snipes him, 426. Game over. Both guys go bye-bye. Between them, they don't have enough money to buy back in for one player. They have 400, 500, and $50. Between them, 550. So they got collective ass kicking today. Sorry to Greg. Sorry to all you dark side guys. I feel shame. I'm normally such a 7 roller. And when I worked on this last night, both guys made a pile of money. Excuse me. Both guys made a pile of money while I was practicing this last night. It just depends on when and where the 7s come, right? Rick, you knew Ric Flair? That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Yeah. All right. Well, here we go. That was brutal. That was brutal. Let me go back to the screen here. Wow. I can't believe how bad that roll was for the dark side guys. It was awful dark side roll. There was a lot of 7s. But let's take a look. I'm going to go switch my screen for you so you can see what the totals were. Give me a second here to do this. I think you can see that. Okay, so here's the, let me actually do this. I'll make it bigger and I'm going to zoom it in some so you can see the numbers. Look at the two big giant green lines right here. This one and this one. That's the 5 and the 9, okay? The 5 rolled, and this is the expected chart. The red are the expected values, right? The 5 should have rolled 5 times out of 54 rolls, okay? Or 6 times out of 54 rolls. It rolled 12 times. The 9 also should have rolled 6 times. It rolled 13 times. We had 13 9s and 12 5s during that run. Everything else was below average. Everything, including the 7, everything was below where it should have been, which is ridiculous. Actually, we rolled 0 10s, not 1 10 today, not 1 2 today, a couple extra 12s. So the 5s and 9s were like ridiculously hot. If you're a hopper or if you're trend betting, holy crap. The 5 and 9 were going to be your guys. That was hysterical. Interesting. SRR today, 675 on throwing just from, well, again, I'm throwing 2 feet away. I'm just kind of randomly 2 seconds or 2 feet away from the back wall. So big SRR, good right side play, bad dark side play. I sniped myself every time. The don't come. Went to the 5 and the 9 almost every time, and almost every time got hammered. Whew. Terrible. All right. But fun. I still had a good time. I don't care if it was a bad result. I like rolling dice. I like talking about it, and I like hanging out with y'all. So there it is. That's it. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. You met John Grisham. The author John Grisham? That's pretty cool. Very cool. What else is going on? Let me check my PCs. PCs, can I put the link? Which link are you talking about, Sebastian? Is that the Discord link you want to know about? Or the Casino Gaming TV? It's HTTPS casinogaming.tv. That should be the link that gets you there. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, PC, Waylon, Waylon, come on the show. Anytime you want to, man. You know, Waylon and I talk quite a bit. He's a really good friend of mine. I'd love to spend some on-air time with Waylon. We haven't done that yet, but we've talked a lot. Sebastian laughing at me. This is a John roll live in reverse. Normally I'm showing you light side stuff and beating the daylights out of myself with the 7s today. Yeah, and lesson learned, keep the dice away from pro craps. Yeah, it's funny. You know what? The first roll was great. My morning rollout was fantastic, right? We made, $300 in the opening. So I'm okay with that. That was actually fun. So, all right, folks, I think it's time to roll. It's 9 o'clock. Let me get to work. But that was a fun show. We had a good time today. We'll do it again. I'll do some more dark side stuff tomorrow. And my day job is getting in the way too, Texas Dicer. So I got to get to work as well. So anyway, love y'all. Have a great rest of your morning. And I will see you tomorrow morning. We have another good show planned for you tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Thanks. Bye.